SUTV News, 2 local men are arrested for kidnapping.
And a semi-truck hauling cows rolls over on I-15. Stay tuned.
Welcome to SUTV News. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Lizzie.
And I'm Cairo.
Doomsday prepper Samuel Schaefer is facing charges after kidnapping and abusing several children. On Monday afternoon, an Amber Alert went out for 8-year-old Elizabeth Dinah Coltharp and 4-year-old Hattie Briella Coltharp. Schaefer had been traveling with the Coltharp girls as well as his own 2 daughters. The girls were found hiding in a plastic 50-gallon water barrel on John Coltharp's compound. 4-year-old Hattie and one of Schaefer's daughters had spent approximately 24 hours inside the barrel in below freezing temperatures, about 1 mile west of Lund. The children were not properly dressed for cold temperatures and had no food or water. 8-year-old Elizabeth and Schaefer's other daughter were found hidden separately in an abandoned mobile home in deplorable conditions, about 5 miles from Coltharp's property. 3 of the girls have since been released from the hospital. One of Schaefer's daughters was transferred to Primary Children's Hospital by life flight, and her condition remains unknown. Schaefer has been booked into the Iron County Jail and is being held without bail.
On the 22nd, a semi-truck hauling cattle crashed on the Interstate 84 overpass in Riverdale. As the semi-truck crashed, it spilled cattle over onto I-15, causing miles of traffic on the southbound freeway lanes. UHP said that the driver was speeding, which caused the weight of the truck to shift, thus tipping the truck over. Officials do not know how many cows died, but did confirm that some cows died. The driver was not injured and is not facing any charges. PETA plans on placing a pro-vegan billboard near the site where the semi-truck crashed. I guess you could call it ground beef.
That is so sad. I feel so bad about that. Can you imagine how scary it would be to be driving down the freeway and a cow just fall?
I've heard of pigs flying, but cows flying, haven't heard of that.
Coming up after the break, we'll tell you about our international student ambassadors.
And we'll fill you in on the newly named School of Business Dean right after this.
Toxic chemicals and carcinogens are leaching into the environment. It's happening right where we live, work, and play, everywhere. Cigarette butts are toxic waste. Let's stop the toxic litter. Learn more at rethinkbutts.org.
Welcome back. Southern Utah University has chosen the new dean of the School of Business. Mary Pearson, an SUU accounting professor, has been chosen out of a very competitive national field to serve as the dean of the School of Business at Southern Utah University. Pearson has been serving as the interim dean of the School of Business since July of 2017. Pearson was the interim associate dean and has been teaching in the accounting department for 18 years. Pearson also taught the internationally for the last 8 years at 2 of SUU's partner schools in Austria. As a professor, Pearson stated that students are the best and most important part of her job and knows what it takes to be an impactful educator. A portion of Pearson's responsibilities will include overseeing 9 of SUU's programs in the School of Business.
Originally, ISA started as a really small organization, and it was to pair a domestic student with an international student so that they had a connection here. A lot of times when our students come here, they're leaving their home for the first time, they're coming to a new place, they just have no one that they're connecting with, and so we wanted to offer that connection on a larger scale.
Our job as international ambassadors is to bridge the gap between domestic and international students. So we host them at orientations, we drive down to Vegas to get them, and then throughout the semester we do events like International Food Fair, showcase their culture here. And like my favorite one is the International Food Fair, where you have like food from all over the world.
I also really enjoy the cultural showcases that ISA offers. I didn't expect to see so much about different cultures besides the U.S. When coming here.
It really is very much about inclusion. We want the university to embrace our international students, but at the same time, we want our international students to embrace the university. We just had them infiltrate everywhere. We wanted them to be everywhere, and their organization has grown from 10 students to almost 60.
So I joined ISA originally because one of my friends was in it my first year, so that was 3 years ago, and she said that it was so great and she met so many different people, so I gave it a chance and I loved it.
And the goal is to find students that are driven, that are hardworking, but are compassionate and caring and can help bridge the gap that our students sometimes face. Sometimes it's communication, sometimes it's the language. It can be the food, it can be just about anything. And so we're looking for students that are willing to kind of step out of their own comfort zone and get involved with these students and help them navigate through college life and life in the U.S.
ISA really helped me a lot by initially picking me up from the airport, which allowed me to meet a lot of new people, and a lot of those people started becoming my friends. So in the beginning it was really nice to have people around that you already knew, so it wasn't so difficult to start making friends. It was very interesting for me to see an organization that offers international students so much help and it allowed them to get connected all through campus.
SUU's Ceramics Guild is sponsoring a Christmas sale. The event is December 5th through 7th in the living room of SUU's Sharwin Smith Center from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. SUU's Ceramics Guild created a lot of gifts and tableware. There were plates, platters, lidded containers, bowls, and teapots. Not only Ceramics Guild, but also ceramics students to create the gifts. Students are in love and buy it. Fortunately, today is the last day of the sale.
Coming up on SUTV, Marquise will let you know about the weather.
And later, Spencer will give us an update in sports. Stay tuned.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it. No?
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
I'm hungry. I can't see the board.
Good morning, class. Everyone ready to learn today?
Of course they aren't ready. Across America, health barriers keep millions of disadvantaged school children from learning. Children's Health Fund is working to remove those barriers. But to really change the odds for these kids, we need your help. To find out how you can give every child a chance to be healthy and ready to learn, visit childrenshealthfund.org today.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello? That's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
If you keep tanning, indoors or out, the effects of harmful rays will show up on your skin. Wrinkles, age spots, and an increased risk of melanoma, the second most common cancer in women 15 to 29. Stop tanning. Time may not be on your side. Learn how to protect your skin at spotskincancer.org. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Thank you, Cairo and Lizzie. My name is Marquise Gross, and today I'm going to be telling you about today's forecast and also for the weather for the rest of the week. So today it is currently 24 degrees outside, so it is really cold outside, so I would advise a lot of people to have sweaters, have jackets, have 2 pairs of socks on, have gloves, do the best you can to stay warm, and I would recommend getting some hot tea, some hot coffee, or some hot chocolate. We have a 0% chance of rain or snow today, so it's going to be pretty sunny, but like I said, it's still going to be cold, so wear the appropriate wear. We have a 63% of humidity, and also we have 9% mile-an-hour winds, so 9 miles per hour winds. So just be warm and be ready for that. So today's Thursday, December 7th. Today's high is going to be 34 degrees, and the low is going to be 14 degrees. And as we can see, the weather is dropping really fast, so make sure you're wearing the proper wear. Sunrise this morning was at 7:36 a.m., and tonight when we're all getting ready to go to bed and get ready for the next day, it's going to be at 4:57 p.m. So like I said, it's really warm. And here's just a outlook of the weather throughout the state of Utah. And so we have Ogden at 26, which is where I'm from, and then we even have Cedar City at 25, and St. George at 38 degrees. So it's getting cold around the whole state of Utah, and that's all I have for you today. Thank you for tuning into the Weather Channel. Back to Cairo and Lizzie.
I had to go to work this morning, and it was 19 degrees.
So it was like 50 degrees for a while, and then suddenly it got super cold. But it hasn't snowed yet, which, I don't know.
And it's like almost in the middle of December.
I feel like if it's going to be this cold, we need some snow at least.
Yeah,
That's
at least a little bit of snow.
Thanks for the weather update, Marquise.
Spencer, what do you have next for sports?
Coming up, I'll fill you in on SUU's NCAA football playoff game and give you some early season updates on the men's and women's basketball teams. Don't go anywhere.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
Welcome to your Thunderbird Sports Report. I'm Spencer. Last Saturday, the SUU football team had their hardest game this year, playing Weber State for the second time to see who moved on to the next round of the playoffs. The cheerleaders showed up early to the tailgate to help pump up the fans before the big game. During the game, we had more than 15,000 people show up. This much support helped our boys play to the best of their ability and was broadcasted on ESPN. Overall, we did end up losing the game 13-30, but we both will still share the Big Sky Championship title. This past Saturday, the men's basketball team fought at home against the San Diego Christian College Hawks and secured yet another home win. Neither team was really able to get a large advantage over the other in the first half. The Hawks came out battling, but late in the first, the T-Birds took over defensively. At the half, the Thunderbirds were up 41-37. Derek Novsek of the Hawks had 15 on the game and was the highest scorer. That wasn't enough for them as the T-Birds were led by guard Brandon Better. Better had 21 points and 8 rebounds, followed by Jaden Cohee's 16 points. This is Thunderbird head coach Todd Simon's first time being over 500 with the team as they reach 4-3 on the season. The Thunderbirds look forward to their next game when the Long Beach State 49ers pay a visit to Cedar City. The SUU women's basketball team lost a tough game to UC Irvine on Tuesday afternoon, falling to the Anteaters 71-64. The T-Birds struggled in the first quarter but picked it up in the second, but still found themselves trailing 33-24 headed into halftime. The T-Birds kept the game close in the third and outscored UC Irvine 20-15 in the fourth, pulling within 3 points. The Anteaters pulled away in the final minute, making 6 free throws and clinching the win. Whitney Johnson was the top performer for SUU, scoring 20 points and grabbing 8 rebounds. SUU will hit the road for its next game, taking on number 9 Oregon on Saturday at 3 p.m. That's all I've got this week here for Thunderbird Sports. Hey, Lizzie and Cairo, did you freeze at the game last weekend, or was it just me?
Freeze, actually. But I got to go up into the president's box. So
Nice. I actually wasn't there, unfortunately.
Oh.
I was in Beaver watching the light parade, which is almost as fun.
Thanks for the update, Spencer.
National and local news is coming up right after this.
Is that good?
Travel is part of the American way of life.
When we're on vacation, we keep an eye out for anything that looks out of place.
Miss your bag.
When we travel from city to city, we pay attention to our surroundings.
Everyone plays a role in keeping our community safe.
Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, be aware of your surroundings. If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities.
A single ember from a wildfire can travel over a mile. That ember can ignite and destroy your home or community. You can't control where that ember will land. Only what happens before it does. Visit fireadapted.org to learn how you can help protect your community from wildfires.
Welcome back. The 6th year of the Christmas Lane with 32 houses starting at Knoll Drive Roundabout, the activities are nothing but short of a good time. Located near 1300 North and 450 East, the opening night was full of excitement and was estimated crowd of 2,000 people came to enjoy the bright festive lights of the holiday season. KMVU High School provided the music for the event with students caroling as well as providing a string quartet. Visitors also got to enjoy hot chocolate, cider, marshmallows roasting, and surprise visit from Santa Claus. Christmas Lane will tell you a Christmas tale through jolly lights and cheerful decoration that's fun for the whole family. So whether you stroll down the street or drive in the comfort of your car, bundle up and enjoy the holiday season.
SUU's Table Tennis Club hosted a tournament at the PE building on Saturday, December 2nd. The club invited any students to compete. Students were divided into 3 groups to compete against players of similar skill level, and the winner of each group received a t-shirt. Michael Finch began the club in February and plans to hold a tournament each semester. Students interested in more information can find the Table Tennis Club at T-Bird Connection, SUU's website for clubs and organizations.
Southern Utah University's Journal distributed the latest issue of the magazines this past Monday on the 4th. The Southern Utah University Journal is a student-run organization that distributes a monthly magazine as well as having daily online presence. This issue is the winter sports edition, highlighting Haley Clemens, the journal editors. This edition is the last issue of the semester. The next issue will come out on January 29th. The magazines are free of charge and can be found in the newsstands located in every building on campus.
It's hard to fit all this up here. We have a tiny desk.
So, like, what have you guys been doing this week, prepping for finals?
Yeah, that's exactly what I've been doing. I have 2 finals next week and 1 tomorrow, so
Wow.
I'm getting done early.
Thanks for taking the time to tune in this afternoon. That's all we have for you this morning. I'm Cairo.
I'm Marquise.
I'm Spencer.
And I'm Lizzie. Tune in later tonight for SUTV News at 4.
So, have you been studying for finals?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet.
Who is doing camera 4 for the show?
Son of
Do we have a camera 4 operator for the show?
Oh, shit. Austin, come here. Take these and just put them by my hat and hold the middle of the
Is that the right show?
Mm-hmm. Coming up on SUTV News, 2 local men are arrested on kidnapping charges.
And a deadly car crash kills 5 in Iron County. Stay tuned.
Welcome to SUTV News, and thanks for tuning in. I'm Shay.
And I'm Paul.
Police are still searching for answers in the case of 2 Iron County girls found after apparently being kidnapped by their father. Police arrested 34-year-old Samuel Warren Schaefer on Monday shortly before the girls were found around 7 p.m. The girls' father, John Colthrop, was also arrested. Schaefer is a self-proclaimed prophet of the religious and survivalist sect known as Knights of the Crystal Blade and had apparently made threats to harm the girls. It is believed that the girls' father is a member of the sect. A statewide Amber Alert was sent out on Monday afternoon after information had surfaced that Schaefer had taken the girls. The girls were found near Lund, a remote community northwest of Cedar City, in a makeshift compound. The girls were located in poor conditions as the compound was without electricity or heat. 2 other children who turned out to also be Colthrops were found at the compound. Police were expected to charge the men with several kidnapping charges.
On Saturday, November 25th, 5 people lost their lives in a fatal automobile accident in Iron County. The accident occurred on State Highway 56 just east of Newcastle when 2 SUVs collided. Fernando Ruiz, 19, of Cedar City, was heading eastbound when his SUV crossed into the westbound lane where it hit a family of 4. Jesus Jimenez Lopez, 58, Lydia Jimenez, 57, Jose Jimenez, 60, and Juan Antonio Jimenez, 19, along with Ruiz, were announced dead at the scene by the Utah State Highway Patrol. State troopers reported that the Jimenez's vehicle went off the road and ended up on its roof. Ruiz's vehicle caught fire after the crash, the report said. This was the only fatal accident on Utah roads over the long Thanksgiving weekend. The accident is still under investigation at this time.
As the weather gets colder and as the snow is approaching, the Brian Head Ski Resort is reopening for the winter season. Brian Head Ski Resort offers snowboarding and ski lessons as well as tubing. Tubing is similar but a lot easier and you don't have to hike back up the hill. Brian Head is also offers a large number of vacation rental properties and hotel rooms with excellent dining services as well as other restaurants near the resort. Whether you're looking for a traditional mountain charm or luxurious lodging experience, Brian Head has it all. For tickets or passes or other information related to the Brian Head Ski Resort, please visit www.brianhead.com or call them at 435-677-2035.
Coming up after the break.
So it looks like it's going to be cold.
Oh yeah, Christmas
cold.
weather's
Yes.
coming. We need
I'm
some
not
snow,
ready
though.
for it. Do you like White Christmas?
No, I can't stand the snow.
Me either. It's a rough one this year.
Yeah. Coming up after the break, we'll tell you about SUSE's new student petition and how you can get involved.
And we'll tell you we'll let you know how students are holding up during finals week right after this break.
Hi, I'm Special Agent Diana Berrigan from the TV show White Collar. Did you know that it wasn't until 1972 that the first female earned an FBI Special Agent badge? Now women are helping solve crimes around the world in faraway places like Sarajevo, New Delhi, Lagos, and Tbilisi. To all our women fighting crime at home and overseas, thank you for keeping us safe. Happy anniversary.
Looks like it's done.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. You can't see these microbes, but they might be there. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back. The SUU Student Association has created a petition to support their desire to propose an academic policy requiring midterms to be posted on Canvas. The policy is intended to help students know where they stand academically mid-semester rather than after finals week. This allows students to have time to address problems with professors and seek additional help. Students can support SUSE's proposal by signing the petition in Office 177 of the Student Center.
The fall semester is coming to a close and the campus is getting ready for finals week. Our reporter Hiju Park went out to see how the school was preparing for the end of the year. Finals week. Oh, there we go.
It is finally December. Thanksgiving break has long been over, the temperature is dropping, and SUU campus is getting into Christmas spirit. But as the holidays approach, so do final exams for college students. SUU students and faculty are only a week away from the end of semester, and they are getting busy.
I'm doing good.
This week, yeah, it's pretty busy.
Yeah.
Like I say, I just like all my finals this week, but it's okay. I'm just working a bit. But you know, it's cold and you're working, so sometimes you're like, what I am doing with my life, you know. But it's alright.
I'm pretty busy, but tonight is like, I'm just not gonna do homework. I'll do a little homework tonight, but I have a lot of like presentations and essays to turn in.
I had presentations to do these past 2 weeks, so that's what I've been doing.
Meanwhile, SUU faculty and staff are working hard to ensure students have a good finals week. The library is extending hours so students can study longer. Quiet hours in the dorms started this week, and overnight guests are banned until the last day of semester. The school cafeteria is also providing sweet snacks during finals week, with a hot chocolate and cookie bar on December 12th and a smoothie Saturday on the 9th. Campus is also hosting various programs for students to enjoy between their studies and to de-stress. Last Friday, December 1st, SUU Student Programming Board hosted a paint date night in the ballroom. Students could forget about their finals, come in, and paint whatever they wanted while listening to a mix of Christmas music. For events to come, T-Bird Rec is hosting a stress-free day next Monday on December 11th at the PE building.
This is our third annual De-Stress Day, and we started it back a year ago in the fall, just for students to have a day before finals. So we always do it on study date for them to do some physical activity along with some.
It'll be a chance to de-stress through various exercising activities, including a paddleboard yoga and free massages.
So I think they study so hard, and right there at the end of the semester, I think they're a little wound up from all the studying, and so it's just a couple hours to do activities, and then the massages are really popular. So and it's all free, so it's really good for students to take a break from just the rigors of studying and just kind of get some mental relaxation and de-stress going for that day.
For SUTV News, I'm Hiju Park.
4 students from the SUU Jazz Band will be the entertainment for the President's Gala that is Thursday, December 7th at 5 o'clock on campus in the Rotunda. The 4 students' names are Braden Bybee, Anthony Malkowski, Diego Soares, and Brennan Hansen. Here at SUU, we have investors who care about the school, and the student president, President Wyatt, is showing his gratitude to them by presenting them with a musical entertainment with the dinner.
Coming up on SUTV, Victor will let you know about the weather.
And later, Kurt will give us an update on sports. Stay tuned.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
So they say it's a man's world? I don't see anybody's name on it.
While they were doing their thing, we slowly changed our own.
Today, women can do anything men can do. And there's one thing we're even better at.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Life is made of moments.
family. A drunk driver could take it all away. Keep your family safe on the road, because after all, nothing is more beautiful. Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Keep your family safe.
Think you found every hazard out here today? Think again. The spot you missed could be a killer. That spot on your skin could be skin cancer. If you're a man over 50, you're in a group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma, the kind that kills one person every hour. That's why your best shot is to check for a spot. It's easy. Follow through and check your skin. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out how. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Coming up on the weather, I'll give you your weekly report of if you're going to have warmer weather this weekend or not. Okay. I'm Victor. Thanks, Shay and Paul. So, here for your weather this week. Today it is about 24 degrees as you can see behind me, so pretty chilly. Might want to wear a big coat, light jacket. As you can see, precipitation is about 0%, so no chance of snow or rain. Humidity 63%, and the winds about 9 miles per hour. Today's date is Thursday, December 7th. The high today is 34 degrees, and as you can see, it gets down to a whopping 14 degrees. Wow, that feels like home. The sunrise was about 7:30 this morning, and sunset will be about 5 o'clock tonight. Look at some other cities in Utah. Logan, whopping 18 degrees. Ogden, 26. My hometown, Salt Lake, 30 degrees. So a little warmer than I thought it would be. As you can see, if you want to get away to warmer weather, St. George this weekend would be nice, 38 degrees. For the week, as you can see, you're going to have a little bit warmer weather. Saturday, about 51 degrees as the high, and Sunday is 52 as the high, so might be a nice time to get out and do a little walk. That's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. Back to you guys.
Of course, I would wait to put up my Christmas lights until it got really cold. My wife wanted me to do them at Thanksgiving, but I didn't. It was 60 degrees. Now it's in the 20s.
Now it's in the 20s. I mean, at least it's getting warmer. 50 degrees is supposed to be this week. So
I guess I'll do it then.
Thanks for the weather update, Vic.
Kurt, what do you have next for sports?
We've got highlights from SUU football this year, and the women's basketball team was looking for a big win. Don't go anywhere.
Thank you, dear. Well, you're very supple. Just like I was at your age. Back then, I was a sex expert.
From 3 to 2.
Used to call me the buttered
moving
biscuit. I know about birth control,
This
too.
way.
So you can ask me anything, baby.
Come up. Little more.
Bedsider.org has birth
Right
control
there.
information and a lot more. And it's...
Have you had sex in this car yet?
Marquez, you might want to
Looking for these?
balance
You
too.
drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
For 3 months, I was being treated for high blood pressure and migraines, which were actually the symptoms. The cause was kidney disease. If you were a member of one of those high-risk groups, I would have your kidney function checked. Early detection can prevent further kidney damage. It was amazing even to my doctor how much diet impacted my personal disease. The power to reduce risk for kidney disease is in your hands. I just feel that my whole life has come back to me.
Welcome to your Thunderbird Sports Report. I'm Kurt. SUU continues breaking records this season, packing an amazing 11,811 fans into Eccles Coliseum in the school's first ever home playoff game against Weber State. The T-Birds were able to beat the Wildcats in the regular season 32-16 and hoped to keep that dominance going. In a battle of co-Big Sky champions, SUU was looking to win their first playoff game against the Wildcats. As SUU was able to get off to an early lead on this pitch to Jay Green Jr. He scores in to put T-Birds up 7-0, and they would score a field goal on their next drive. And in the first 22 plays, the T-Birds were able to get 146 yards. But unfortunately, that's about all they could get. This interception here before the half was the last highlight the T-Birds would have as they went on to kick a field goal and tie the score up at 13. And from there, it was all Weber State. Stephen Cantwell, their QB, passed for over 300 yards in the game and rushed for over 100 in the game that was broadcasted by ESPN3. Here we see Cantwell with some of his rushing yards, runs in for the score. It was his only rushing touchdown of the day, but they did get the win. T-Birds saw their season come to an end as the game went on, with the final score being 30-13 to Weber State. Though the season is over, let the T-Birds know how proud you are of them for the accomplishments of this season as they now can turn to the next season. Now, SU ended their football season on a low, but that doesn't mean there isn't reason to celebrate. T-Birds won 9 Division I games this year, the most in the school's history. Head coach Demario Warren was named the Big Sky Coach of the Year, as well as the Region 5 Coach of the Year in the FCS. He is also a finalist for the National FCS Coach of the Year award. But a great season would be nothing without counting down the top 10 plays of the year. So, coming in at number 10, we've got quarterback Patrick Tyler running the ball against the Northern Colorado Bears. Tyler had just an amazing season. At 9, we've got Jermaine Dobbs Jr. and with the interception against Sac State. Almost falls down, but unfortunately he couldn't score on this play, but still a fantastic play. For number 8, we've got McCoy Hill in the first game against Weber, where he catches the pass and reaches into the end zone. We've got one more highlight here at 7. Terrence Beasley got the handoff, makes a couple of moves here, and goes off for a really amazing run. Just look at him weave through the defense there. Again, SU was able to beat the Wildcats 32-16 in that game. Coming in at number 6, we've got Tyler looking deep to Alex Croyle, and he's going to go up and he's going to moss his defender. We've got more from him here. At 5, we've got Tyler going deep again. Diego Williams is able to get it, and he's called out at the 2, but an amazing effort. And even right here, the track star, the football star, he's showing off his basketball skills. Next up at number 4, we've got the former Kearns Cougar James Falila going to beast mode and causing his own beastquake, just running through the Bears defense. It was a fantastic run. It's kind of hard to believe that that's only 4. At 3, we've got Tyler going back up to Croyle, and guess what? Same team, same result. Got mossed. Great job by Alex Croyle. He had a great year, great possession receiver. At number 2, we've got against UC Davis. Ty Rutledge is able to get it, makes a couple moves, makes a couple defenders miss. A play that was supposed to be really short ends up going long, and Rutledge, still weaving his way, ends up getting into the end zone as SUU won that game heavily. Now, the only reason that is not number 1 is because of this. Big 400-pound defensive lineman Sefese Vayavaca, absolute monster hit. I mean, that's a hit stick. If I'm playing Madden, that QB is out for his career. Just look at this again. No words can describe it. It's a lot of force coming down on one QB, and he just stays down for a while. But that is our top 10 plays. Congrats, T-Birds, on making a bunch of highlights this year. We are super excited for next year. That's all I have for you this week at the Sports Center. Hey, Shay and Paul, Did you guys have a favorite moment for sports this year?
Well, after all those highlights, I'm really excited about the basketball team so far this season. They started out 5-3.
They're looking really good. I didn't go to a lot of football games, so I wouldn't know a lot of the highlights of it. Thanks for the update, Kurt.
National and local news is coming up right after this. Stay tuned.
Any fun plans for the weekend?
I have work, so yeah.
Thanks for taking the time to tune in this afternoon. That's all we have for you today. I'm Shay.
I'm Victor.
I'm Kurt.
And I'm Paul. Tune in later tonight for SUTV News at 4.